Hi friends, it's Gina Mayo from iChooseJoy.org here, and today we're going to be talking about a way for you to understand your teens better. And this is through an amazing new assessment that I've just learned about called the TruSpark Assessment, and it helps you learn about, helps your kids learn about their core motivations. So let's get started and learn all about the TruSpark. It's a career assessment, and an assessment, as you probably know, is like a quiz. It's an online quiz, and I was able to try it out for myself and 3 of my kids, ages 15, 13, and 11. And I really liked the way it worked. So the first thing you do when you open up the TruSpark quiz, and be sure to check below to see a link, and if you catch this early enough, there might even be a giveaway down there, is that you are able to, as the parent, assign your students the assessment. And so what you do to assign them is to put in their email address, and then they are able to go through the link that they receive in their email directly to the assessment. And in the assessment, the very first thing that they're going to do is answer a question. The question is, name a time that you felt you did something where you felt really good about it. So you're thinking of a story, and you're going to write out the story, but don't worry for those of your kids that don't like writing or that's a little intimidating, because it's only in 1 or 2 sentences. And so what they'll do is they'll write out this little story, and it could be something very simple. They tell them in the quiz, don't worry about what other people will think. Don't worry about impressing your parent. One thing that I really liked about this assessment is that these teens are doing it on their own, and I will see the results, but I will not read their stories, and I won't read how they're manipulating the different things that come as part of the quiz that I'll talk about in a minute. I'll only see the final results. And so it gives the students much more freedom to be honest with themselves, to think through what is something that I have done in my life that has made me feel really good. They tell them, don't worry if you feel like it's ordinary or mundane or nobody else will think it's special. It's what made you feel special, something that you really felt good about. And so they write down that little story, and then it takes them through these different phrases that they're going to decide. Does this phrase apply? Does this phrase not apply? And so they're moving side to side. So it's kind of like a game too. It's not just typing. It's like dragging this to this side and that to that side. And so they're organizing it as to things that they thought about while they were doing it, or things that apply to it. And so the quiz will take them through to keep narrowing it down deeper and deeper until they finally have 3 what they call core motivations. So this is not a personality test. It's not trying to find your strengths necessarily. It's your motivations. It's what's deep inside of you that gets you excited, that makes you really want to do something and to do it with excellence. And so that's what they're doing. So they do that for one story, and then the quiz prompts them to do the entire thing again with a second story. So they think of a second event that made them feel really good and excited. So at the end, and this quiz only takes about 15-20 minutes, they will get their results. So here is what I got for my results. So when you get your results, you can print them out like this. You can share them. The parent, if they assigned the quiz to you, will get access to it as well. And so what it does is it describes you as different types of people, and that you get 3 of them, because we're not all just one person, right? We have, but the 3 main ones is what they're coming up with. And so, I'll give you an example of what mine was. I'm the maximizer for the number 1, and it says you are driven to identify unused ideas and bring them to life. And the key characteristics, my motivations, Don't judge by the cover. You can see someone else's potential. Search for value. You are motivated when you find value in things that others have missed. You bring out the best. You focus on making possibilities happen. And you enjoy making discoveries and sharing them with others. And then this is the most exciting part, I think, about the TruSpark assessment, and that is they give you some related occupations. So the purpose of using TruSpark is to help your students get some ideas of careers for their future, of what they might want to study in high school to prepare them for their career, what their major they might want to have their major be in college. And so that is what this is so exciting, because it listed, I'm trying to guess, it looks like over 20. So I have these occupations here, and then for my second one, for the overcomer, it lists them there, and then the ones on the bottom as well. But the top 4 that they picked for me are guidance counselor, sales manager, human resources manager, and educational administrator. And I just think it's so funny that that is what I'm doing, right? As a homeschool mom and as a business owner, that is a lot of what I do. So they really nailed me. I think that the test is quite accurate and quite well made. It is fun to use, and my kids enjoyed it. I did use it with a younger student, that was 11 years old, which is younger than what they encourage. They said teens, maybe young mid-teens, and the 11-year-old was outside of that range. But I did it with him, and it was a little tough for him. So I would still recommend, like they said, do it at age 13 and up. And it is even fun for adults, I will say that too. Not only do you get the assessment with TruSpark, but they have this curriculum as well. And the curriculum is divided into 3 parts. Level 1 is core motivations, and it takes about 45 minutes to go through that. Level 2 is career exploration, takes about 90 minutes for that one. And level 3 is live out your purpose, and that one takes about 90 minutes. And along with the curriculum, they give you this nice little journal that you can fill out, that you can go through it with your student. I'm actually probably going to do this with my kids as a group during our homeschool morning time, because career exploration is such an important thing. We don't want our kids wasting their time in a major in college and all that money for something that is not going to excite them and get down deep with their core motivations. So that's what I am really excited about this curriculum with. So if you will head down below, you can find a link to TruSpark. You can find the giveaway if you're catching this video early enough. And go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment if you have a question or anything else that you would like to learn about homeschooling, or head over to ichoosejoy.org and find out more. Bye-bye.